Hello friends, today in this video we are going to learn about how to create a village scene with two ladies, two vegetable seller ladies. We are coming out from their homes to sell vegetables. So here I'm preparing my palette. I'm wetting the colors using water so that the colors come out easily. So I will start with the sky, and you can start from anywhere, but be very careful. So here I will try to follow from lighter tone to darker tone, the lighter sky, and at the same time I will try to balance the colors also on the pages, on the page, sorry. So now the distant trees, I'm using the same blue color here, bluish gray, and taking ample water so as to blend the colors, the brushing strokes actually with each other. So now the greenish grid, the I'm using only suggestions, not in detail, to draw the tree. The lighter area, the darker tree means the distant tree, and the closer tree. There should be a difference between the tones. So again, being wet, I'm using the color so as to blend and get an illusion of that the light dark areas, bushes, like structure. So here I have used green with blue and a bit of red also on the tree. Now the old houses made up of bricks, so little bit brownish, yellowish. What I used to try on a flat area, suppose there is a wall, so I used to apply a minimum of two colors at least. It creates an illusion of tonal variations. Here I am using the darker grade little bit as the roof, so to create a contrast between the roof and the wall, and getting out the shape also. Few lines to suggest the thickness of the roof. So always try to create a contrast between lighter, medium and darker tones while applying colors. Here and yellowish gray, then a purple, but I'll try to blend the color. Yeah, on the roof, reddish, and try to blend the color with each other on the roof by taking, water, some suggestive lines to get the drawing. Now I have checked with the tone of the color. It should be a little bit darker. Here you can see I am using a bit darker color comparatively to that of roof. So accidentally you can see the white I have leave here to, I can suggest a figure also there. Here, yes. Now there are two ladies here, so I want to leave the area. Try to leave the lighter areas white instead of using white color. This is the beauty of watercolor. So again I am using some raw colors. Yellow, green. Raw means direct, I am using the direct color. The vegetable container, basket. Covered with a red cloth. What I used to saw in this area. Face, I've used red, green color on the face. Now I'm using some strokes only to suggest, hand and legs, means lines. Always remember, don't forget to create contrast between, the colors. So I'm using much darker color to get the figure out from the background. Means I'm trying to create a, you know the light and dark effect to get the drawing of the figure as well as the background house, the wall. The few lines again on the roof. While coloring, applying colors, always rotate your eye from the area you are working to the other areas also, so as to check the tones of the colors in order to create a balance between the lighter and darker tones on the areas. as I have used some dark colors on the top left side of the figure, so I'm using some darks in the right also, and I will use some darks on the top left and right corners also. So here I am using some lines to suggest the roofs, the angle. And when you are using lines, try to use it forcefully, means you have to use it speedily, so that the lines look smart enough. Here now I am trying to suggest the windows and doors and the dark walls also by using only brush stroke, instead of doing details on the windows that it is in shade area. So I will not go to the detail. Some strokes again. The angle of the brush is very important. Using the angle, yes, it shows the effect. Now I'm coming to the land where the grassy areas you can see, and I will try to create the grass effect here, and instead of applying colors on the entire land, I'll work a bit less and try to leave white on the area, means with a minimum work how I can show the effect. This is what I will try here, and leaving white will be better here, so as to balance the whiteness of the ground with the whiteness of the sky also. Now again I am following the same as from light color, medium color and dark color to create a volume and the weight. From lighter to darker. A footpath, you can say, a mud road. Here I am trying to use the stroke of the brush in a particular angle. The grasses are in a particular angle. Some lines, walls, straight lines from up to down. Now the figure, the balance, the main subject here, the house, and to make the figure effective, I will use some lines also to suggest the folds of the sarees. If you observe carefully, you can see the lines try to what I used to try to minimize my strokes. Here wiping out color by taking only water on the brush and then applying on the area. I'm wiping the colors on the face as it was dark, so a bit of light is required to relieve the face from the background so that it become visible. You can use white also, but not in a much amount. Instead of using white, always try to leave the white area. So here is I'm done with the figures of the two ladies. Almost I am done. I'm not going to use more detail here. Now coming to the sky, the flat area, I'm going to break the composition using some lines to suggest some poles. Oh, some wires to make it a little bit natural. The electricity connection on the house, some lines, some to suggest the poles. Village ladies or village people used to hang cloths also. Mm, some tiny works. Here is a figure. I can create the angle of the figure. It is the male figure wearing a shirt. Instead of doing detail, I'll just put colors. Now wiping out color to suggest a pole over there to break the dark area. You can use white also in these certain areas. So here what I see, according to me, it's almost complete. The last view, balancing some colors again, the red color here and there for the rotation of eye. Now I'm checking where to put again the color. It's a flag. So I think I'm done. Hoping you enjoyed the video and learned the technique. Let's use some leaf in a branch of a closer tree. Only the branch is visible. Let's see how it looks. You may leave it, it's not necessary. But I want to check whether it will look good or not. That's it. Let me get you closer so that you can see the treatment as well as the tones as well as the value of the colors in detail. Here's the composition. Thanks for watching. Let's practice. Bye.